Okay, I want to talk a little bit about APA formatting after we've seen most of the posts on the bibliography. As you can see here, let me run down a list here. You want to make sure you're using a 12-point font. Use double spacing, and that's in between here, so I'll show you, I'll illustrate this in a minute. Also use 2 spaces between sentences. This changed with 6 editions, so you want to start doing that. Use 1 space following punctuation in the reference section, such as a colon. A lot of people use 2 on that, and it should be 1. Use a comma following the last entry before the word "and" in a series. Now, it's grammatically correct to not use a comma, but APA does use a comma. All right, let me move this back here. When you're quoting, include the author's last name, the year, and a page number. If there is no page number, then use a paragraph number. If you're quoting 40 words or more, use block quote format. And notice it's the indentation that shows it's quoted, so there's no quotation marks. And also the citation is placed outside the last sentence, so that means it's the only place in APA where it'd be like period, citation, no citation, or no period. In the reference section, the date's no longer included in a retrieval statement from a database. So you only need a date if it's from a web source that's likely to change. The DOI is preferred with journal articles, but in absence of DOI, then list the name of the database. But just list the name, don't list the URL. Some of these URLs take an entire page, and not only that, they're password protected, so that's why they do it that way. Now, what I want to do, I want to show you, let's work on, I've got a paragraph here. Let's work on this. So, indentation was 5 spaces. So, start off with, we've got a quote here. As a process of influence to attain mutual goals. When there's a word quoted within the quote, use single quotation marks. That's what they're used for. They show quoted content within a quote. And then notice I've got the last name, year, page number. The abbreviation for page is small letter P, period. And we want 2 spaces here. We want to, well, I'll wait. I'll put the double spacing here in a minute. All right, so as I keep reading here, I want to add my 2 spaces. I think most of this is looking pretty good. Let me see here. Okay, so now let's double spacing. So what I'm going to do here, I'm clicking on paragraph and double spacing. Okay, that changes this to double spacing. Notice if I wanted to emphasize a word in the text, say like I wanted just to emphasize the word dominance, all right, I can use italics, or I could use double quotation marks to emphasize a word. Now if we look at the reference, start off with, let me see, spacing is double spaced as well, so we get it double spaced. Subsequent lines are indented, so there's our indentation. Notice only in an article title, only the first word proper nouns, first word following a colon, are capitalized. Everything else is small. The journal title and the volume number are placed in italics, and that's because that's a publication title. So publication titles are what italics are used for. You include the page number, there's be a period. For the DOI, we want to put DOI, and it should be small letters. And now, had there not been a DOI, I retrieved this from EBSCOhost, so I just simply put retrieve from EBSCOhost database. That tells the user, if you have access to this database, go there and find the article. But since I have a DOI, I can delete that. I don't need it. So that's my reference. I have found that this link right here, and I'll attach the link in the transcript. This seems to be a pretty good source for APA format. Let me move over here. Here it is. And you can see it's Purdue Writing Lab. Over here on the left, they have the different things you want to look at, in-text citations. So you can see, and that comes up. Just about, they do a pretty good job of covering a lot of the APA format here, and it seems to be pretty consistent with what Capella uses. So it's a good source if you're looking for an online source. I still like the APA manual, and I would recommend, for example, let me get this screen off here. Okay. I still recommend APA Publication Guide right here. And so what you should do is have a copy right at your desk so that you can look things up. That's how you that's also how you learn the format. So if you have any questions on APA that I didn't cover, you can post them here, and we can do a thread on APA. Thanks.